himself the work interpretation instead of taking into account whatever may occur to the dream interpreter concerns only what occurs to the dream in connection with the dream element concerned. According to the recent records of missionary Quintlet, it seems that more dream interpreters who read likewise attribute much importance to the cooperation of the dreamer. Of the dream interprets among the Mesopotamian Arabs, the writer relates it follow pointer such songs, so that means in translation. Dr. Hobbes calls my attention to the fact that Oriental dream books, of which ours are plagiaristic, undertake the interpretation of dream elements in accordance with the science and similarity of words. Since this relationship must be lost by translation to our language, the interpreted health of equivalence in our popular dream books is hereby explained. Information as to extraordinary significance of one the play upon words is the old Oriental culture may be found in the writings of Hugavi. The first example of dream interpretation which has come down to us from antiquity is based on a play upon words. And Timus related the following, but it seems to me that Aristotle gave a most happy interpretation through the Alexander of Macedon. When the latter held terrors and cuffs in the state of siege, it was angry, depressed over the great waste of time. He dreamed that he saw Satyr dancing on his shield. It happened that a sound was the neighborhood of Charles and shot king, who was waging war with the Syrians. By diving as the war Cyrus into, he induced the king to become more aggressive in the siege, and the Lysan became master of the city, firing Cyrus. The dreaming is so intimately connected with the verbal expression that Frenzy justly remarks that every tongue has its own dream language. A dream is a rule not to be translated into other language. After completion of my manuscript, a paper of stamp came to my notice, which is agrees my work is in attempt to prove the dream is full of meaning, capable of interpretation, but the interpretation is altered by means of full allegorical symbolism, and there is no guarantee that the procedure generally applicable. Selected papers on history and other neuroses, monologue on nervous and mental disease. However, I will not omit to mention qualification of the above statement that I have practically never reported complete interpretation of dream of my own. I was probably right not to justify the reader discretion. Repetitore